What's up, my friend? Kris Krohn here, and today I'm talking about 4 things that wealthy people do with their money. When I was in college, young, dumb, and poor, I quickly realized that people with money were doing things very different than people that didn't have money. And I wanted to know what the wealthy people were doing because the wealthy people had things that I didn't have. So one of the things that I started doing was finding mentors. I started finding people that had means and abilities that I didn't. I was looking for mentors. And I want to share with you today what one of my billionaire mentors has taught with me. Check this out. What normal people do when they get money is they pay their bills, right? I mean, we treat our phone payment bill and our rent, or maybe our house mortgage or our car payment. These are the things that we go to jobs for. But listen, if you're going to a job to get money just to pay your bills so that you can sustain life, you're never going to get ahead. You're never going to get where you want to go. So you can't just focus on bills. This is one of the 4 things that, of course, wealthy people will do, but there's something more important that the wealthy people do. This is mentioned in a book, famous book, Richest Man in Babylon. It's called Pay Yourself First. So even before you actually pay bills, you've got to pay yourself. Because if you don't, then all your money will what? All your money is going to go to bills. Now think about that for a moment. If all you're doing is putting your money at bills, then you're never going to be anything other than the person with the job paying bills, and that's not going to get you in life where you want to go. Now the wealthy, if they pay themselves first, and they're not using that money for bills, what are they using it for? I'm going to share with you 2 things. If this is number 1 and this is number 2, then paying yourself first, the wealthy are doing 2 very different things. Number 1 is they're putting money in savings, and I want to share with you exactly what savings means, because it's not just money in a sleep well at night account, it's actually a form of investing for them. But the second thing that they're doing is they are investing their money, which means they're putting their money in a different bucket. Now, I retired at the age of 26 because of what I'm about to share with you right now, because I was the person just managing bills. And then I said, oh, don't just pay bills. Number 3, put money in savings. But the wealthy are paying themselves first, and then they're putting money into their investments. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you probably the most important thing I put my money in that I've learned from wealthy. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. The world's wealthy have created that, number 1, first and foremost, through real estate investing, and there are reasons why. So instead of just paying your bills, if you're going to pay yourself first, how much do you allocate to savings? How much do you allocate to investing? That's up to you. I mean, ultimately, you need to get 3, 6 months, eventually a year's worth of savings in the bank account to take care of yourself. But one of the things that the wealthy people are doing here is they're doing what's called BOLI, bank-owned life insurance. There's a specific type of life insurance policy where you can dump your money in, and it sits in almost like a savings account, and the savings account is producing on average 6+% a year. Now, when you drop money in your bank, what are you getting on it? You're probably getting 1/4%, maybe 0.5%. If you put it in a CD, maybe they give you a whole percent. But what's the bank doing? The bank is taking your money and they're leveraging it, they're investing it. And so through my whole life, early cash out life insurance policies, I'll dump money in for my sleep well at night account. And I do that so that I've got my coffers filled with money that if I lost my job or if this happened or if I needed money real fast, I could actually get it. But what am I actually investing in? Ray Dalio, who is a billionaire who has created, I don't know how many billionaires he's created, but I do know that he has returned like tens of billions of dollars to his investors over the years. He is a professional investor. And one of the things that he says is that if you can diversify your assets into 15 separate asset classes with asymmetrical risk, that will eliminate 80% of your risk. Not investing is the riskiest thing that you can do. Not investing is guaranteed to get you where you don't want to actually be in life. You have to take a risk to get where you want to go, because check this out. If all I'm doing is putting money towards bills and I'm putting my money towards savings, just those 2 things, guess what? 40 years from now, all of my bills are still probably covered. My savings is built up to a little, but think about it. If you're like the average American who earns $44,000 a year, and you want to retire for the next 20 years, then you're going to need $1 million or 44 grand times 20 years. And you can't save $1 million with the system. You have to grow $1 million, and that happens through investing. Now, I did want to share as a bonus today the fifth thing that I put money in that I think is the smartest and wisest, and that is my real estate. The reason why is this. Imagine a scenario real quick. I just want to show you this. Imagine a scenario where, like my very first house, I bought a property that had a value of $150,000. I purchased it for $110,000. Now the difference between 150 and 110 is $40,000. We would call that equity. At the time I was making less than 20 grand a year. So $20,000, if that's what I made in a year, getting $40,000 in equity on paper, I was worth twice as much as I could earn in 2 years working full time. But not only that, this house, when I actually moved out of it and rented it out, I was earning a $550 a month cash flow. So not only did my net worth go up, but I was getting paid $550 a month. A couple years later, I sold this home. I made $65,000. That $65,000, do you know how much money I put in to get that 65 grand back? I put in $5,000. I put in 5 grand and I got back 65,000. That was a 13-fold return on my money. How did I do that? Well, friends, that's what real estate does. It enables you to act. So when you look at what the wealthy are doing today, yes, they pay their bills. Yes, they put money in savings. But what they're really doing is they're investing. And then you have to ask, where are they investing and where are they putting that money? Friends, if you want to know how I retired at the age of 26, that is something I can show you how to do. Subscribe to this channel, and I'm going to walk you through in all of my videos all the different ways that I make that happen. What's allowed me to travel around the world, drive just about any car that I want. Right now I'm in the market looking for the next car that I want to drive that really suits me, and I just feel really blessed because I can pretty much afford anything that I want right now in my life. And it's because of the real estate investing that has made that so. So make sure you are a subscriber because I'll share with you exactly how I've done it and exactly how you can do it. And for those of you that say, hey, Kris, I don't want to waste any more of my life. I want to move a lot faster. How can I do that? What I want you to do is I want you to click the link in the description below. When you go there and click on that, I'm going to give you access to my free game plan report that will show you how I retired in 4.5 years and how you can too. And it doesn't matter whether you got money or like me, you're starting totally broke. It'll actually show you what the wealthy are doing and what I did to create the lifestyle of my dreams and how you can too.